My name is Cassy Summers. Welcome to the Curious Universe podcast. Welcome to the Curious Universe podcast. Today, I want to talk about something so nurturing, exciting, beautiful, and for some people, terrifying. I've talked about this on the show before, and I wonder where else we can go with it. For this conversation, this topic is asking me to engage with it here with you guys in this way. It is teammates. So there is this wonderful world, spirit world, entity world, ghost world, whatever, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter. And it's full of so many magical possibilities, you guys. And one of those possibilities that you can receive from, that you can engage with, is something called teammates. So imagine, okay, just imagine for a minute, the universe, the all-knowing, super aware, conscious universe was like, hey, we're going to create a team for you. And we're gonna like curate it, okay? So that it matches like exactly the energies that you'd require. It's gonna have like beings that you really connect with and really enjoy. It's gonna, like, imagine you're picking teams, right? Like, I don't know, in high school, if you ever had to, like, there would be a team lead and they would pick a team. But the universe is doing this for you. It's just like collecting, and like, we're gonna add, like, I don't know, and my team has dragons, so maybe your team has dragons. Like, we're gonna add creatures from here, beings from here. We're gonna bring all of these beings together that are totally and truly, without doubt, without having to earn it, are just gonna have your back. Are like truly desiring the best for you. Not the friend that says that she desires the best for you, but really she's like secretly jealous of you and doing weird shit and like annoyed when the best happens for you. Like, these beings truly celebrate you as a being, truly desire to have your back, truly desire for your greatest wishes to come true, and are brilliant and magical enough to contribute to them, to actually make it easier, make it faster, and to add their gift and brilliance to what you're asking for. The universe does this, okay? So it creates this team for you, and we don't necessarily see them. Almost, some of us can see the entities, but let's just say you don't. And then we completely ignore them. That is like 90% of the planet. They have this glorious team of incredible beings, kind, nurturing, powerful, joyful, playful beings that they completely ignore, they never engage with, and rarely receive from. Would you like to change that? At least for you, as you're here with me? Yeah? Okay, cool. I was actually tapping into your teammates there for a minute. It was a very cool moment. Whenever my teammates, so your teammates we're always with each other, right? And you are a teammate for your team. So for everyone on your team, you're a teammate for them too, which is super cool. And there's times where it will seem like my teammates are like dispersed and like kind of distant, not from like cutting off communion with me, but just doing their thing, right? And there's times, especially if I'm going through something, some big change, or maybe there's things going on and I'm not having the most ease with them. Or I'm in a massive creative zone, I will ask them, I'll reach out to all the teammates I can tap into. And we all have a different number, and the number's not significant. You can ask how many teammates do I have and just acknowledge it. Don't make it right or wrong, no matter how many you have, okay? And I tap into all of them and I'm like, hey, who's available to come and be like really close right now? Like, can you be really, really close right now? Like, put your hand on my shoulder, like touch my head, play with my hair. You come be with me. Now, some of us are lucky enough to have people with bodies in our lives that we can ask that. Hey, can you come over? Can you get on the phone? I'm having like stuff's going on. I need a friend, or family or whatever. And a lot of people don't actually have that in embodied form. A lot of people with bodies they're navigating this wild, wild world, okay? But your teammates will show up. You're never alone. These beings are miraculous. I couldn't have I couldn't have asked for a greater team for me personally. Like, I am enchanted every time I'm willing to engage and get curious and explore and ask questions. And my body always seems to relax when they're around, which is such a gift to have more relaxation and peace and calm. What are you noticing right now? The more I talk about this, and I'm talking about my team to make it a little bit more gentle and subtle in your world, but energetically, I'm also communicating to you about your team and inviting you to invite them close. Let them put their hand on your shoulder, play with your hair, be with you. It can show up in so many different ways. And the way you perceive and receive them is unique unto you. So there's no right or wrong way. You might think nothing's going on. Maybe I don't have any. Oh, you have them. And might be showing up different than you'd think it would. If you have a lot of fear around entities and ghosts and spirits, then they're going to be aware of that. And they're most likely keeping themselves at a distance that they get would be the kindest to you. And if you have no fear around entities and the spirit world, such as myself, then you can let them right up close and be with you. Again, my body just got tingles. Like, it's such a contribution to me to have my team really close. Such a gift. And be like, wherever you're at, start there. Like, if you're at Cassy, this is freaking me out. I just felt a breeze, or I heard something, or I want to shut this down. It's okay. It's fine. Turn this off. Turn it back on when you feel like it. Another day, perhaps, or never. It's okay. It doesn't matter. It's not relevant. And when I mean like it doesn't matter, it's not relevant, I don't mean that these beings are mega gifts because they are. They're such a gift to us, acknowledged or not acknowledged. What I mean by it's not relevant is all the stuff around it isn't relevant. All the fear, all the stress, all the mind things that come up and go on, none of those are relevant. It's just blah. It's just stuff. When you're ready to look at the stuff, you can clear the stuff. We talk on the show all about the Access Consciousness clearing statement. I'm going to use it right now. And you could just clear it out. So everything this brings up and all the fear and the contraction around your teammates, will you destroy and uncreate that all? Right and wrong, good and bad, POC and POD, all 9 shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. If that's your first time hearing that, please go to theclearingstatement.com for more information. We always have a link in the description below. It's just a way to clear out energy. You don't have to understand how it works for it to work. It just works. Okay. So, what have your teammates been desiring to communicate to you that you have not been willing to receive? Wow, anything to love that, we destroy it and create it. Please, right, wrong, good, bad, pop, bad, all 9 shorts, boys, pobats, and beyond. What if wow, what if your teammates could actually, what if your teammates are the missing element to what you've been looking to actualize, but have not yet been able to? Wow. Everything that brings up for you, destroying and creative, please, right, run, good, bad, pop, all 9 shorts, points, poems, and beyonds. So going a little bit more on that if I can here. It's like we all have things we want to create. We all have things we want to actualize in our lives. It might be more money. It might be a partner. It might be a family. It might be a new job or a business. Okay, whatever it is. And sometimes there's something missing to actualize it. You're missing an energy, you're missing an awareness, you're missing something. And I just got this grand awareness of how many of those things are actually right here with your teammates. Those missing elements, those missing energies, that if you're willing to receive from your teammates, would allow whatever it is that you're asking to actualize with so much more ease. Anything that doesn't allow that, we destroy it and create it. Please, right, rank, good, bad, pop, pot, all 9 shorts, boys, poems, beyonds. You kidding me? You have a whole team of beautiful, potent, magical beings, and you would not receive from them for what reason? You would not allow them to contribute to you creating your life, actualizing the things that you're asking for. For what reason? It's like the universe dropping a beautifully wrapped. I love wrapping paper. I like those like really like fancy over the top. I used to spend hours wrapping gifts until I realized I was the only one that cared. And now I only do it when someone will receive it. It's still fun for me. And the universe put this on your doorstep, the most exquisite, beautiful gift. And you went, nope. For whatever reason. Fear, disbelief, whatever it is. Would you be willing to today to even just take a peek in that beautiful little box? Open it up. Let those beings out. a little closer than you did before. Let them contribute to you, your body and your life. Like I said, I've had a very strange week. A lot has been going on, and I was like, okay, what's required here? Because I love questions and I love getting really curious. So like, what's required here to have more ease with this? And I just got teammates. I'm like, oh, okay. So I reached out. Hi, guys and girls and all genders and non-genders. Hello, teammates. Will you come be with me? Will you be really, really close? Really, really close. And I'll notice like a few being more present, and then something different will happen in the day, and then there's different ones really more present, and it's almost like they're all taking turns to just like nurture me and be with me, and not from a space of like being pathetic and needing help, but receiving the gifts around you, receiving the contribution available to you, receiving the beautiful nurturing and generative energies that are right here for you. This team is for you. Haven't you always wished that you could have a team of people like dedicated to whatever it was, like to as a mom, it's like keeping the house running and clean. It'd be so nice to have a team of people doing that. Or if you're a business owner, like maybe you have a team and maybe you love them, or maybe you're frustrated with them. This is your life team. This is everything in your life, this team. And they will never disappoint you, because they will be everything they can be for you, beyond all that other weird shit that we embodied people often fall into. So what can you receive from your teammates today that you never imagined you could? But if you allowed yourself to receive it, would change your reality. Wow. And allow the floodgates of infinite possibility into your universe. Anything that doesn't allow that, we just trade and create it, please. Right, wrong, good, bad, bad, all natures, boys, bovats, and beyonds. And what can you be for your teammate? Because I asked that too. What can I be for all of you generous, kind, wonderful beings? And I'll just expand into being that, whatever that is. So you can just start here and that's it. You can also communicate with them. You can have conversations. You can ask them questions. You can receive. You can talk to them. You can write to them, whatever works for you. And you can just start here too. I do have to mention that Shannon O'Hara, she's an amazing Access Consciousness certified facilitator, and she actually is the leader, the head of a specialty topic in Access Consciousness called Talk to the Entities. And she has some really cool calls about teammates, and she runs you through exercises. She's got 2 books, Talk to the Entities and Beings of Light, and those both have conversations about teammates and all that stuff in there. I highly recommend you check them out, and you can check out a Talk to the Entities class as well. I mentioned earlier that I actually have a friend, Lida Rizzoli, coming down for a Talk to the Entities class. in my beautiful hometown. Well, it's my home now. I didn't grow up here, but in Kelowna, BC, Canada. But she's also doing it online. So if that is appealing to you and you want to talk more about teammates, you want to explore this a little bit more, I highly recommend you get on a class and you have someone there with you to facilitate the ease, to ask you questions so you can really get clear on what you know about all of this. Or have a one-on-one with a facilitator. I'm always available to jump on with someone and talk about teammates and entities. It is so fun for me to explore that. And I hope that even if it's just a small amount today, even if it's just 2%, that you allow 2% more receiving from your teammates. You can even just start by acknowledging that they're there, acknowledging the gift of them, the contribution that they'd like to be. And what else is possible for you with your teammates? Thank you so much for exploring this with me on the Curious Universe podcast, where we break down, melt, disintegrate the structures of reality so that you can have your own reality, whatever that may be, how different, undefined, magical, full of teammates it might be. Thank you so much for joining me on the show, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye. Thank you for exploring the curious universe with me. Your curiosity matters. And what if together we could create a greater, more curious world?